Hey everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have out is Five of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. Okay. What it looks like is that you could have been underwhelmed with something. You could have not been feeling well. You could have been worried about something. Five of Pentacles is usually a state where whatever the reason is that we're feeling like that, it's not a place that we prefer to be. But seeing Eight of Wands, I'm seeing you're moving out of this. So whatever it was that was going on, it can be like physically I'm not feeling well, or I'm feeling lonely, or like I'm worried about finances, or this is happening and it's a really uncomfortable position. Like, again, whatever it is for you, you're moving out of there, okay? So whatever this was that you were like stressed about, worried about, thinking about, whatever had been on your mind, moving far away from that. So something is like getting you out of this space. It can also feel like I'm down here in this ditch and now something is like throwing you out of it, but it could have been something before where you were like, how do I get out of here? But it's not going to be a problem anymore is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm looking at strength here. So you go from this, and this can be feeling like a weakness in some type of way. You're like, I don't know if I'm going to get through this. Like, it can be that type of thing. There can also be like a worry about resources, but resources can be anything. It can be like, I'm not feeling like I have the energy, or I'm not feeling like I have the motivation, or I'm not feeling like I have the health, or I'm not feeling like I have the like physical health, the mental health, like whatever this is, again. But you're moving out of that. So you go from feeling like that, like poorly in some way about something, to then you go into strength, which is you're feeling strong, you're feeling capable, you're feeling willing. So it's like very opposite to how it was that you were feeling. So definitely moving into an empowered space now. Something has motivated you in some way. Okay, so I'm seeing the Seven of Swords come up, and I'm seeing this be connected with the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles can be like when you're in a position that like you don't like, or that you're not feeling well about, and then Seven of Swords is sort of what like keeps us in that. So it can be the shadow being like, you're always going to stay feeling like this, or you're never going to get out of it. You know, it's like those types of thoughts that feel like it's every time you're trying to get up, it's like pushing you back down, you know? So I'm seeing like some type of cycle like that had been going on, where you could have really, like, on top of feeling worried about something, you could have also felt like your thoughts were really negative, or like it wasn't supporting you, or like you were just in some type of pattern or habit that didn't feel good to you. Let's see. It feels like being willing to like work beyond this, to see beyond this, to work with this energy too. So that doesn't mean like I'm gonna ignore this and pretend that it's not happening. This is acknowledging like I'm in this type of cycle right now, or I'm having a hard time, and this also isn't the only way to be seeing things too. So you could have felt like something was a bit skewed even with Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords being clarified by the Two of Cups. This can be something that was created, connected with, ironically, with separation of some sort. Because Two of Cups is like feeling together, feeling united, feeling a sense of strength, feeling a bond. And to have Seven of Swords, it can feel like undermining that. So you could have even been feeling isolated, you could have been feeling alone, and then having like the thoughts on top of it could have been like, I don't know, there could have been like struggling with mental health. You could have also felt too like this isn't me, or I may not be seeing clearly, but like I don't know how to get out of this. And I don't know what this Eight of Wands was for you. I don't know what this is that's like, it feels like you are thrown out of like whatever ditch this was that you were in, but I'm really seeing you get out of there. But you could have felt like when you were going through it, I don't know, Seven of Swords can also be like a narrative that's being maintained, but I feel like you would have had an awareness of like something's not right here. Could have also been keeping you from starting something too. I will say this again, like the most classic and easiest example to explain this is you're in a position where you're like, these are not ideal conditions for some reason. I don't want to be here. Like I want to move forward with things, or I want to get out of this, you know? Or I want to move away from this and towards something that feels like more aligned with my preferences, because this is not what I prefer at all. And then Seven of Swords are like all of the thoughts and all of the like communication or the messages or whatever conversations that are sort of reinforcing you to stay in this position that is not preferable. So you could have felt like, not only am I in a position that is not preferable, I'm also now dealing with something mentally that is sort of like reinforcing this to keep me here. And it felt like it was having Seven of Swords and having Ace of Pentacles. It's like this thing could have even been potentially like keeping you from starting something, but now I'm seeing this be like a new chapter that you're starting over here, or you feel like now finally something is materializing. It feels like definitely better than what was going on before. Whatever was like reinforcing this, Seven of Swords more than anything is about like shadow, and it's about fear. Whatever was reinforcing that, having strength here is you being like I got this, I'm gonna figure this out, I have what I need. It's like those types of things, that type of narrative of like, I'm not stuck here, this is something that's gonna work. There can even be something going on, you could be practicing mantras, there can be stuff with like shifting your thinking, shifting your perspective, those types of things to help you shake this. Strong Leo energy here, determination. It looks like this also has to do with stuff about the future that you could have been worrying about, or you could have been procrastinating on, or you could have, because of not feeling well or because of not feeling good about something, worried about the future, worried about what's to come. But I'm seeing there be this is battle really the right word? There's something that's being addressed, like conflict that's being addressed. That's the Seven of Swords versus strength. Seven of Swords is that part of you that's like, don't take the shot, you're gonna miss, or like things really aren't gonna work out for you. You know, it's that like heckling voice that you're hearing, like that type of narrative, like those thoughts that are gonna keep you somewhere that you don't want to be, somewhere that you don't prefer to be. Having strength, this is about you. Strength is about you working with the most difficult parts of yourself. This is one of the most difficult parts of yourself. It's you working with that, you being willing to work with that, and being able to still do what you want to regardless. So you still working towards a place that you prefer more so than whatever this was where you were before. And I'm also seeing you maybe feeling better, like your outlook feeling better about things having to do with like where stuff is going. I'm seeing there be something about like pattern recognition here. There's also, it feels like there's a zooming out and seeing the big picture, where you could have been worried about something in the moment that could have also impacted how you were like seeing things going in the future too, of like, I'm worried about this now, and like, what if things keep going downhill later on? And now I'm seeing you just be like, wow, I was just like really in my head with all of this. as long as I'm willing to sort of show up, things are going to work out. But that may have not been how you were seeing things before. It feels like you were under something, like under the spell of something even. It's like you could have felt like you were under some type of like rain cloud before. It feels like something energetically that you could have felt like you were sort of like twisted up within, and it was just like following you around wherever you were going. But you would have felt like it didn't feel good. And so I'm seeing that in you, recognizing that you could have been like, something is off. Like, this isn't me, or this isn't my norm, or I'm feeling like disconnected now, something like that. So there was a recognition of like, this isn't just my norm for me. I'm feeling something is going on right now, and it's impacting the way that I'm seeing things. Now having strength here, it feels like you're remembering your resilience, like you're remembering your capabilities, and strength is about like working again with your nature. So it's like when these things are coming up where you're feeling impacted by them, it's being able to influence yourself in a different type of way, and having that influence, this influence that you want to be influencing you, be stronger than the things that you don't want to be influencing you, or like what you see as negative influence. Or when I say negative, I mean like non-preferred influences. So that's what I'm seeing is going on. I don't know what it was for each of you that brought you out of this space, but I'm seeing it be like a slingshot. Like, you get like very, very away from this, very, very far away from this, where I'm not seeing you be in that spot anymore. And I'm seeing it be like birthing a new chapter for you that you're getting into. And I'm also seeing you feel like hopeful about things in a way where you may know that there's still like work to be done, but I think that you're at this point recognizing the progress that's being made, and you also feel like you have much more like power and influence over what's going to be happening. Connected with what you're investing in, this can also be about what you're building currently. I'm seeing stuff about tribes for some of you. I guess that word also has a lot of different connotations as well. Feeling protective of something that you want to nurture. Something that's really driving you as well is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you be in a spot where you're planning to sort of like keep putting your focus and energy into this. Is what I'm seeing. Last thing, for some of you, this energy could have been messing with you and the way that you were perceiving like a close relationship or close relationships. So it could have been influencing you in that way. But it was something that you would have felt like this was like negatively, again, when I say negative, I mean like in a non-preferred way, impacting your relationship with yourself. Like, you could have felt like, I feel out of touch with myself, or like out of sync with myself, or like not in flow, or I feel like pieces of myself are like unintegrated currently. Like, something happened to sort of throw you off. I don't know what happened to get you there. I don't know what happened to get you out of it. I'm just seeing that first you were in this space, now you're not in this space, and I'm seeing you feel like having strength and having 3 of Wands is like, if I show up, I know that I'm gonna do what needs to be done for anything that's going to be coming up for me now and also later. And having 7 of Wands and Ace of Wands, this is you being in a space where you feel really protective over this thing currently that you're nurturing, that you're hoping to grow, that you're hoping to stabilize, and also that you're hoping to be able to like pick the fruit that comes to fruition off of this thing that you're currently like protecting and nurturing. So that's what I'm seeing is going on here. we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.